Welcome back to the Mirror Moves, where chaos meets consequence and the entitled face their reckoning. If you've ever been guilt-tripped by family, manipulated by people who take, and take, and take, this one's for you. Subscribe for weekly stories where true emotion meets true justice, dramatized, cinematic, and always worth the ride. Now let's begin. They always say blood is thicker than water. But they never talk about what happens when blood turns toxic, when it starts to drown you. My name is Lena, I'm 43, and I'm the one in my family who's always had it together. Good career. Smart investments. Small home I paid off in my 30s. I wasn't born rich. I worked for it. And maybe that's why they think they can take whatever they want from me. I used to think I was helping. Until I realized they weren't drowning, they were just dragging me under to keep themselves afloat. Let me take you back to where it all started unraveling. It begins, as these things often do, with one small yes. My half-brother, Kyle, is 27. We share the same father. But that's about all we share. He's been in and out of rehab, jail, recovery programs, and sketchy relationships since he was 18. He can't hold a job. He can't keep a lease. And he has this uncanny ability to always need just a little bit more help. At one point, I was paying for his cell phone just so we had a lifeline. That was my line of logic. If he disappears, at least I can find him. Then came the girlfriend. He called one afternoon, all sweet and fake optimistic. Hey, Len, is there any way you could add Brielle to your phone plan? She's trying to get a job and really needs it. I hesitated. But he said they'd buy their own phones. Just needed the line. Fine, I said. One more thing. But it ends there. They never bought the phones. Instead, I get a call from the carrier saying 2 brand new iPhones had been charged to my account, under my name, financed on a 2-year plan. I hadn't ordered anything. They had gone into the store, used my ID from a past login, and walked out smiling. When I called Kyle, he answered like I was the one being unreasonable. We needed them, Lena. It's not a big deal. You make way more money than us. I felt my stomach twist. I wanted to scream. But part of me thought, maybe they do need this. Maybe this is still helping. So I said, you pay for the bill, or I cancel it. He said he would. He never did. 3 months later, I cut the lines. Paid the termination fee. Thought that was it. It wasn't. Enter Sharon, my stepmother. Sharon married my dad when I was 10. She always had a sharp tongue, soft hands, and a way of making you feel like you owed her for not being cruel. She never liked that I was independent. Said I had a savior complex. Which is funny, because I was always cleaning up after the messes her son left behind. One evening, I get a voicemail from Sharon. Lena, I don't know who you think you are, cutting off family like that. Kyle's hurting. He's trying. But you only care about money. You're not better than us. It hit me harder than it should have. Because deep down, I always wanted Sharon to be proud of me. Even after all the passive-aggressive digs. Even after the birthday dinners where I'd end up footing the whole bill, again. I called her back. Told her calmly what happened. The unauthorized charges. The lies. The broken promises. She didn't care. He's your brother, she snapped. And you've got plenty. What's a few $100s to you? I hung up. That was the moment something inside me cracked. The next few weeks were strangely quiet. No calls. No texts. No drama. Then, the letter. Typed. Mailed. Signed by Sharon and Kyle. It was 2 pages of entitled nonsense. They were requesting, no, demanding, a monthly allowance. $1,200 per month. To help stabilize the family. Citing the emotional debt I owed them for my coldness. They included a breakdown. $450 for rent. $300 for groceries. $200 for emotional trauma therapy. And $250 for miscellaneous support, which included, I kid you not, compensatory recognition for wealth imbalance. I laughed. Then I cried. Then I got angry. I didn't respond. Instead, I did something I should have done a decade ago. I blocked both of them. Changed my number. Froze all shared logins. And I got a new will drawn up that removed everyone but my goddaughter. 2 weeks later, I got served. They were suing me. Small claims. Unjust enrichment. Family obligation. Filed under the wildest pretense I've ever read. Sustained lifestyle imbalance caused by hoarding of opportunity and post-inheritance favoritism. They were trying to sue me for being more successful. That's when I stopped being sad and started preparing for war. I gathered everything. Screenshots. Bank records. Text logs. The iPhone purchase. The voicemail. The typed letter. I got a lawyer. A good one. And we countersued for harassment and financial fraud. The court date came fast. They represented themselves. Kyle wore jeans and a beanie. Sharon wore a tight smile and pearls. They called me selfish, cold, obsessed with appearances. I said nothing until it was my turn. Then I stood, looked the judge in the eye, and said, I have never expected gratitude. But I never expected abuse either. I helped out of love. They demanded out of entitlement. I owe them nothing but distance. Then I handed over the evidence. The judge didn't hesitate. Case dismissed. Restraining order granted. And Kyle was ordered to repay the iPhone debt, with interest. It's been 6 months. Sharon moved to Florida to live with her sister. Kyle's number is still blocked. And me? I sleep better. I stopped trying to prove I'm the good daughter. Turns out, I was always good. I just needed to be done. Now, when people say family first, I nod politely. But in my head, I add, as long as family acts like it.